go. What is it this time? What do you mean this time? Is that some kind of Gamedec slang? Is this about the down payment? I'm talking about our previous interaction and... What the hell are you talking about? Listen, do you want this job or not? Oh boy. Yes, but I'll tell you everything when you're here. Don't keep me waiting. He disconnected. Oh yeah, something's up. Let's go to Bliss. Talking to Activator. Another failure. Thank you for purchasing a product manufactured by Blue Whales Interactive, the leader in the field of AI. BWI creation improved. You are activating Bliss for the first time. To start, configure the software to your liking. Shit. Where's my Bliss? What has happened? Legit, what is going on? Are we still in the tree? Analyze. System file memory damage logs. Everything appears to be correct. Check the logs. There was nothing in the system. Bliss has been reset. Let's talk. Pretty thin air.
I'm Bliss. How can I serve you?
What would you like to talk about? I couldn't take it.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm
sure.
Bliss. How can I serve you?
Let's about our couch. Check the log. My last session took... What was going on? The couch had reverted to its default settings again and couldn't even display the proper date. This is a disturbing coincidence. Oh, we're still in the tree. We have to be. So... Deja vu? Let's see, 1 sec. Alrighty, let's go. Side doors protect me from my apartment. Or the city from me. Oh, we can... That's fine. Let's go. Wait, let's check the jukebox. Previous strike. Alright, let's go. Go see Haggis. Listen. From a man and a woman, they certainly didn't seem to like each other. I heard the cracking of broken glass. Enter. The door was locked. The woman looked up at me over her dark glasses. Dr. Haggis is busy. Unlock. This kind of lock was usually easy to bypass. I glanced at the walk-to window and made it look into the door digital lock. Okay. Then all I can do was swap the Cheetong no character with yes. There, enter. Slid open.
You're so pathetic, Jeffrey.
Either they didn't notice I came in, or they have more important things on their minds. Fuck, you're drunk. And keep saying the same thing over and over. You're wasting my time. Fuck off. You fuck off. You hear me? Wow. The woman took a big swing and smashed the glass bottle on the floor. I covered my face. Play your jingle. Why would we do that? We'll wait. I choose to wait until they had concluded their business. Go on. The bottle costs more than my secretary makes in a year. Is that what you wanted to say? You pathetic. The woman noticed me. Haggis was angry. What the fuck are you doing here? Hello, Director. You wanted to see me. I'm here to help you with a certain matter. Oh. Oh, it's you. Excellent. My wife was just leaving. Naturally, you won't tell me what this is about. You and your secrets. Right, darling. Fuck, you are so pathetic.
I need a drink.
She leans towards me and whispers theatrically, "That pig is rolling in money. He'll pay whatever you ask. Take advantage, honey." The man gritted his teeth. "Take your stench and leave. Don't let the door hit you on your way out."
This is so embarrassing.
His fists relaxed. The anger on his face turns to sorrow. "I'm sorry." Say nothing. No matter what I said, it wouldn't sound good. He exhaled, and exhumed the posture of a man with authority. "All right, let's talk about the case." "I want you to find my dear Eleanor?" Look at the door meaningfully. I looked at the door Eleanor had left through and looked at him. I raised my eyebrow. "No, I don't mean that drunken." He clears his throat and rubs his face. A diginet went missing. She was created using a brain scan of my wife Eleanor, the one from way back. I remember the meeting in the Tree of Knowing, and I shuddered. The diginet. She wanted me to find her. Find her, Gamedec. If you do, you'll never have to worry about money again. Let's mention Fredo. "I've saved your son. I'll succeed there too." He looks at me anxiously. "Get real, pal. You're mistaking me for someone else. Never mind, listen up." There we go. Morning deja vu. I don't care what happened. This is what I'm saying. Let's see. Wait, let's look at more stuff. This is a dream. I'm in a sensory world, one that's meant to resemble. What is pause? We told them. We didn't tell them about haggis. We told them about the fallen hero job. Was it the fallen hero? Nope. We're talking about the harvest time job. About the people in that the one was trying to save, and we sided with the wrong person. Eleanor, my diginet, she never left Virtualia. That game was her home, a luxurious home. I spoke to her yesterday. Today she's gone without a trace. I need to know where she is, what happened to her. Check for yourself. You can hook up to my computer, but I will be monitoring you. I can't give you access to everything. Is that clear? Restricted access. What are you trying to hide? It could be important. The man pointed at the golden plate on his desk that read, "Jeffrey Haggis, Programming Director, Business Secrets. Now get to work." There has to be something here. Look at the panel. The safe was hidden in there. Right after I entered the tower, it turned out I was enlisted in the security system. I had to go through the full registration process. According to BWI guards, it was the first time I visited this place. I had no wonder why I had been there once before. And the panda? Take a closer look. It's alive. You already kind of noticed that. The glass. Shards of glass. The Haggises could afford glass dishes. Why wouldn't they break expensive containers with all that money? Examine. Smells like berries and chewing gum. I saw part of the label Blue Mistress. It was embossed with gold on real paper in italics from the natural hillsides of Belize. I took a hollow photo and posted it online. The vintage was 2154. The bottle I had found here previously was from artificial vineyards. The one that had been smashed here must have cost a fortune, literally. Hardly anything has changed since my last visit. I had definitely been in this office before. computer. Remember, I monitor everything you do. Don't do anything stupid. Look for traces of a break-in. I ran a few programs from my deck. As soon as they started scanning recent activity, I received notifications saying I had no access. There was nothing I can do. Hackers was monitoring and restricting me as he pleased. Still, I figured a huge list of external connections. Isolate unique identifiers. I activated smart filters. They didn't show anything noteworthy. I had a feeling, bordering on certainty, that there was no break-in. The security system design surpassed everything I had seen so far. BWI spared no expenses on safety. Oh, I didn't realize there was two things now. I've been in this office before. No sign of break-in. Check the safeguards. I ran a few security analysis programs. Alert systems activated immediately, flashing the BWI logo. Continue. I ignored them and got fuller understanding of the security systems. I had never seen anything so complex and functional. Hackers realized I wanted to take a look at the safeguard and allowed me to. Test it. I launched a series of simple attacks. The exec must have enjoyed it. The system was perfect. There was no doubt about it. I was certain now no one from the outside had any chance of getting in here. Check the architecture. I checked the connections, the computer controlled couches in the gaming room, but there was something else that ate up at a lot of resources. There was a private virtualium server, Eleanor's Sanctuary. Haggis has its own sensory world. Look at the diginet of the sanctuary. I launched scanning apps. The virtualium space wasn't big, just a few rooms, an apartment of sorts. After a while, I got the result. Empty. Nobody was home. If she was there, she had to be intentionally well hidden. The diginets had been restricted external access. Oh, but I clicked. Well, her activity was limited to local files, mainly entertainment, hollow movies, music, simple adventure games. After a while, I gained access to her logs. The most recent ones were suspiciously short. Analyzed them. Her most recent activity was recorded just before midnight. There had been no entry since then, as if she had suddenly vanished. Without rushing, I analyzed the log structure. There couldn't have been manipulation. No one had missed it. I disconnected. What's happening? She was kidnapped. No signs of a break-in. No one was home. Unclear logs. She stood in her virtualium. I don't think she was kidnapped. She could have been wiped. Okay. I guess. No. Is there anything else here? Harp. Inspect the harp. Made of authentic exotic wool, richly encrusted with ivory. The pedals were probably gold-plated expensive stuff. Leave the office. Hey, where are you going? Return to the investigation. I'm on it. So we have to go to him. Get his attention. Mr. Haggis, hello. Well, have you got anything? Talk about the diginet. Tell me more about this diginet. Did you know that the Blue Whales Interactive is the only company in the world that could create human psyches? Diginets are the result of this procedure. They are psyches that inhabit artificial brains known as rendons. Eleanor was responsible for operating my computer. She monitored the couches and took care of administrative issues. Sometimes we talked. I suppose you tweaked the original psychoscan a bit, didn't you? How many excitabilities have you used? 2, 3, which ones? You know how it works. Currently, Eleanor is a bit standoffish. She used to be very emotional and sensual. Emotional and sensual, a strong combination. Thorough and imaginative, and you got internal conflict. How long was she schooled? So you do know how it works. She wasn't schooled. About the sanctuary, what is it exactly? How would you design a place for someone you care about? Can you imagine being in such a situation? I made a place for her, an apartment with a beautiful view of the city. I also taught her how to modify it for her liking to make her happy. Why don't you tell me something about your wife? There's nothing to talk about. She's a fucking alcoholic. But do you love her? What kind of question is that? Get back to your investigation. Oh wow. When I came in, you were arguing with your wife. What was it about? How do I? She knows about the other one, about the Diginet. Strange that it might sound, she's jealous of herself. The organic Eleanor was in fact jealous of her better version, not herself. That was assuming, of course, Haggis was telling the truth. No signs of a break-in, no one's home. Eleanor doesn't like her. Unclear logs. How's Fredo? The casing twisted and perverted wasn't easy. It still haunts me. What? What are you talking about? In this very office sat Fredo's friend Tim. Scared, tired, and exhausted, I was interrogating him. Fredo does know a Tim. I'm surprised you know that. It's his private business. I really don't know what you're talking about. Director Haggis, I'll ask you outright, do you remember me? Strange question. I've never seen you before. How come he didn't remember me? I've met hundreds of people every day. My icon tracks their names and hobbies for me. No offense, but you have a distinct face and my device has no memory of you. What about the net? You haven't seen me there. I'm pretty popular. I've got thousands of followers. Great. Let's drop this strange subject. Get back to work, Gamedec. Crap. There's so much going on right now. Three. Oh. You must be ready to cross the boundaries once the famous like writing is used. Let's do this one. Yeah. Sanctuary. It's a real piece of art, believe me. You wish you could live there. Damn, I already lived there. I would live there myself if I only had the time. It was designed by BWI experts. Naturally, they had no idea what it would be used for. They thought it was ordered by a third party. Who has access to Sanctuary? No one but me. His mimic muscles were strained, his eyebrows raised, and his forehead wrinkled. The side of his neck was pulsating. He wasn't sure. I can see you're not convinced that what you're saying is true. Who else could have had access to the Sanctuary? He sighed. Well, maybe my son. Or my wife. They could have gotten in. I've been looking through the Sanctuary laws. Yes, something doesn't seem right. As far as the security against hackers is concerned, I wanted to make sure that you cannot access the Sanctuary from the outside. My computer is the only way in, and I assure you, this machine is very well protected. Besides, why would anyone want to get inside? It's just a small virtualium, nothing more. Who exactly created this place? It might be important. People who were convinced they're designing a game level for an unknown client, just like a similar job. This one had only a code name. When they warped things up, they gave me everything as required by procedure. They had no idea what the purpose of the sanctuary was. He rubbed his eyebrows. Right, I should tell you one more person that knows about the sanctuary. He has to know. He's the CEO of BWI. Mr. CEO himself. I suppose he does have to know everything. What kind of man is he? A man of impeccable reputation, a genius and a visionary. Please don't tell me it's Lord. He's the reason BWI has become the leader of the artificial intelligence industry. He's the reason why the Pygmalion, and many other things. Dr. John Naba is a man words can't describe. There was, what? Oh, here we go. A real treat for you, Paradise Breach, Artificial Intelligence, and Pygmalion. Technology lovers today as Business Day. The CEO of Blue Whales Interactive, Dr. John Naba, was kind enough to visit our studio virtually, but we are thrilled nonetheless. Hello, President Naba. Hello to you and all of our viewers. You are a very mysterious man, mister. Should I call you President or Doctor? Whichever you prefer. Dr. Naba, then. You are very enigmatic. I wouldn't say that. Usually you refuse when you're asked for an interview. I'm not a celebrity. But you are. You broke the divine taboo. It's thanks to you that BWI can create a human being. Those kinds of discoveries are always achieved through the efforts of teams and artificial intelligence, not by individuals. You're not only enigmatic, but modest too. Tell me, Dr. Naba, what prompted you, you and your teams, to pursue research on artificial intelligence and finally make a successful effort to create a human psyche? If you ask any climber why they go to the mountains, they will say, because they're there. I will tell you the same. Why am I fascinated with the human psyche? Because it's there. Because it's one of the great mysteries of science, a mystery you have uncovered. Why are you laughing? Try to imagine you are looking into an extremely complex kaleidoscope, one worth 1,000,000 credits, one that contains millions of tiny elements with the most color diversity one could possibly imagine. Can you imagine that kind of kaleidoscope? Barely. Now, try to imagine you are looking into it. With the slightest hand movements, the alignment of those elemental changes, each time creating an exquisite pattern. Can you picture it? Certainly not, but I'm trying. Now tell me, can you comprehend what you see? Let me put it in another way. Can you take it all in and remember every little detail of that pattern? It's impossible. Oh, that's a great analogy. That's a great way to get someone to picture this. Exactly. The fact that we are able to peek into the abyss of the 11-dimensional structure of the psyche, that we saw its exceptional beauty and its elusive complexity, doesn't mean we can comprehend it. No one can. Even the artificial intelligence that makes the first attempt to copy and then model that abyss couldn't comprehend what it was copying, since an AI, by definition, cannot understand what it sees. So actually, we are way beyond singularity, ma'am. We are looking at things incomprehensible to the human mind. We appreciate their beauty, employ AIs to replicate the beauty for us, even modify it, and enjoy the outcome. But no, we still don't understand what we create, and we probably never will. But why? Let me give you an example. Have you been taught how a combustion engine works? Yes. Can you remember all those pistons? Cylinders, carburetors, transmissions, ignition plugs, batteries, radiators, gearboxes, and so on? Well, not exactly, but when you mention the names, they ring a bell. You see, a combustion engine is the advanced form. In its advanced form was a device made up of many components working together. It features a lot of singularity, employed electrical devices, and so on. But its final product was a simple motion of cylinders, faster and slower, transferred to a rotary motion on the driving axle. Right. But what are you getting at? Just as the combustion engine, a complex device as as we said, produces a simple rotation of the driving axis. The human mind, a much more elaborate device, produces a thought. A thought it is a thought is to mind what a rotary motion is to the engine's complexity. So, a thought is too simple a product to comprehend the psyche. I'm afraid so. Alright, so coming back to your fascinations. You're interested in the psyche as well as artificial intelligence, is that right? Of course. Why? Why not games or a matrix theory? The psyche and artificial intelligence are the key to victory, ma'am. Victory. BWI is a relatively small company. I'm sure you know there are ongoing battles between corporations. Some focuses on money, others on medications and immortality, others still on artificial bodies. BWI focuses on humankind and AI because in the end, it's humankind and AI that create all the wonders of civilization around us. Humankind is the key to success? Yes, humankind, the human psyche, intelligence in a broader sense, and now humankind acts in a group, social psychology. In other words, BWI performs a lot of simulations in this area. Can you tell us more about that? I'm afraid I can't, ma'am. The competition must be watching. Great people in the world. Host Bree Serini, guest Dr. John Naba. That was very long. We don't have anything in no journal. Cool, okay. You'll understand if you met him.
Well, what do you have?
Crap. Let's do this deduction. First, because huh, what is a sensory world first? It's not there. Nope. Crap. I wish I would have been able to do the meditation bowl. Dark web. Alrighty. Technology. Alright. Brendan. No. I don't think she ran away. But I also don't think she's still there. Only aggravating thing is, it could be a dream. It could be any of these, but I don't think it's a dream because I think in our dream, we know that we met him before, I guess before. I'm gonna say Tree of Knowing. I never left. And then we're deducing, so we know there's no signs of break-ins. No one was home. There's no arrival, and there's unclear logs. So honestly, we don't know right now. I'm not giving a hypothesis yet. Seriously? She ran away? I think she ran away. She was held captive. That's how these things usually end. She flew the coop on her own or with someone else's help. He sighed, pity. I was hoping for something more concrete. But I'm a programmer. I know that some situations require more data. Enter her sanctuary and look for, I don't know what. That's her business. You like it there. You'll like it there. It's a lovely apartment. He opened a window only he could see. I'm giving you access there. You can use a couch in the gaming room. Go on, get to work. Alright. Boy.